For number 5, the first thing we're going to have to do is distribute. And we're going to have to distribute both of those, both sides of the equal. So we're going to do 6 times a is 6a, 6 times negative 3 is negative 18, equals 3a minus 18. If we move on to the next step, that would be moving our smallest variable. So we're going to get 3a minus 18 equals negative 18. Then we'll undo our addition or subtraction. We'll add 18, and we get 3a equals 0. Guys, don't freak out when you see this, because you can divide 0 by a number. As long as 0 is on the top, that's okay. So this just means a equals 0. The only time you have a problem is if 0 is on the bottom. So 5, a is just 0. The next one, this should be 6, I believe. The first thing we have to do, so since this fraction bar goes all the way across, we have to get rid of the bottom. So we're going to multiply by negative 5. It's like this top is trapped, and we've got to get it out before we can start undoing the top part. So now we've got 3 times 2 plus x equals negative 15. Then we'll distribute and solve like normal. So 6 plus 3x equals negative 15. We'll undo our addition. 3x equals negative 21. And we'll divide by 3, and so x equals negative 7. The next ones are some special cases or some different types of solutions. So again, we'll do don't call me after midnight. I'll distribute first. So I've got 8x plus 11 equals 2 times 4x, which is 8x, minus 14. It's 2 times negative 7, plus 25. And then we are going to combine like terms, so that negative 14 and 25 gives us positive 11. So we end up with 8x plus 11 equals 8x plus 11. And you should already be able to see that this is the same thing. Okay, you could keep going and subtract 11 on both sides, but then you're going to get 8x equals 8x. And you could divide by 8 again, but then you're still going to get x equals x. So whenever you have a true statement like this, so something that actually is equal to the other thing, you're going to have infinitely many. So I-N-F-I, can't spell. So infinitely many or all real numbers will be your solution. Number 2, so let's go ahead and figure that one out. So we'll combine our like terms. So we've got 11 and negative 7 gives us 3p plus 3. And then here we'll take our p's, so we've got 3p plus 5. And we can already see that those are not the same. So if I subtract 3p on both sides, I'm going to end up with a false statement. So it says 3 equals 5, which we know is not true. So that means there's no solution. Now let's take a look at some inequalities. So remember, this is the same as an equation, but if you divide or multiply it by a negative, you've got to flip the sign. So the first one, we're just going to do reverse order of operations. So we'll undo addition and subtraction first. So 3x is less than 9. And we'll divide by 3 on both sides. So x is less than 3. And we keep that sign the same direction because there were no negatives being multiplied or divided. The next one, we'll undo that subtraction first. So 4x is less than or equal to negative 36. So be careful with those negatives. This one will get less negative. Then we'll divide by 4 on both sides. So x is less than or equal to negative 9. And guys, you can't have a negative. It's just if you divide or multiply by a negative when you flip the sign. So we divided by positive 4. So that sign stays the same. Number 3, we're going to subtract our 18 over. And 4 minus 18 is going to give us negative 16. Negative 14. So we've got negative 2x is greater than negative 14. Sorry, 4 minus 18 is negative 14. And then we're going to divide by negative 2 on both sides. And we divide by a negative, so we've got to flip our sign. So now it's going to be x is less than positive 7. Ooh, that was a good box. There we go. The next one, just like normal, we're going to distribute first. So we've got 2x plus 6 is greater than or equal to 4x minus 4. We will move our smallest x term. So 6 is greater than or equal to 2x minus 4. We'll add 4 on both sides. And we've got 10 is greater than or equal to 2x. Divide by 2. And we get 5 is greater than or equal to x.